everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
This is how I see it, and I'm going to keep saying this until the day I die. I believe that many white people feel powerless around black men and women because black people carry an inherent power. It's an essence, an aura, an energy that exists whether anyone acknowledges it or not. I don't even know if all black men and women even realize that they carry it, but I do. And I think the same white men and women who believe they hold all the power, the ones clutching that fake sense of power, they have no idea what they're actually feeling when they find themselves in the presence of a black man or a black woman. Something shifts. They begin to feel smaller, and that feeling becomes a threat. And the only reason they feel small is because they don't understand what they're experiencing. It's unfamiliar. When something is unfamiliar, it's easy to label it as wrong, as a threat, as dangerous. So it must be destroyed. I've never heard one of these white people admit this out loud. I've never even heard another white person publicly talk about this. And as far as I know, I'm the first person to put words to this publicly. And if someone else has, please tell me. I genuinely love to hear their perspective and their experience. And the reason that I'm going to keep talking about it is because I believe that maybe, not in my lifetime, but somewhere down the line, those same white men and women will begin to recognize that feeling. Maybe they still won't fully understand it, but instead of fearing it, they'll become curious about it. They'll start inviting black men and women to the table. They'll start asking questions. They'll start having these uncomfortable yet brilliant conversations that will lead to a deeper awareness of themselves. I think that love begins to grow from a place of that kind of awareness. And maybe that's where racism starts to fade. Maybe that level of awareness is the cure. Or maybe I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. And the last thing I'll say is this. I have found myself standing in the presence of black men and women where I became intensely aware of the energy in the room. I knew it wasn't coming from me. I knew that it was way bigger than I could comprehend. So instead of resisting it, I chose to embrace it. And then I started looking for the same kind of energy within myself. So if you're a white man or a white woman, and you know exactly what feeling I'm talking about, that feeling is not a threat. It isn't dangerous. And you can cultivate that same kind of presence within yourself, but only if you're willing to embrace it instead of fear it. And if you're going to leave some comments below, you're a part of the problem. But you're also entitled to your opinion. So, welcome.
I guess she told y'all. What you gonna do now? Hey man, well, I ain't no threat to y'all. Look, I'm behind the camera. Y'all can't even. What you mad at me for? You know what? I'm the feeling I think what she's talking about is when you walking past a white person and they lock the door or they clutch their purse or whatever. What I'm gonna start doing is when a white person walks by me, I'm gonna just start clutching my purse or clutching my backpack like, ooh, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all that uneasy feeling because you wouldn't understand what it's like. Be like, girl, I want to take your little Michael Kors bag looking ass. But like I said, I think what she was saying is, you know, if y'all understand that feeling and know that if that feeling is coming from a place of hatred that you have towards black people, I wouldn't say just let your guard down because you don't let your guard down for nobody. But what I would say is think about the person as a human being and less animalistic, and then you might find out that, hey, this is a pretty dope person. Now, I'm not saying invite them over to your house or nothing like that. I'm just saying just give some people the benefit of the doubt. Now, don't get rid of your self-awareness, okay? Because if you know a person look and sound crazy and doing crazy stuff, they might be crazy. So don't just be like trying to heal people, okay? But maybe understand some black people Black people try to understand white people. I don't understand the problem with that, especially the ones you don't get. Like a MAGA. There's a MAGA person right now. You can be like, man, let me see what this person's really about. You know, though these situations could easily be solved with communication, but I don't think everybody's ready for that. Well, I think everybody should be. I mean, if you made it past the 12th grade, you should be ready to have a conversation about, you know, self-awareness and the racial divide and amongst your peers. Like, I'm not saying go out and meet every black person you meet, but the black people that you come into contact with, if they come in for your business, or if you frequent their business, or they place where they work at, their place of employment, or you go to church and there's a black couple there, or black family, or just a single black person, man or woman, and let down your guard. Not It depends on where you at. Not let down your guard, but let down. Take off the hood and talk to a black person. You might like them. Black people do the same thing. And yesterday was National Chair-teenth, where a group of white people attacked a black man on a pier. I believe it was in Alabama or Mississippi. I think it was in one of those states, Alabama or Mississippi. And when the white guy started attacking the black guy threw his hat up in the air, and then black people came in from all over, like in game. They was swimming, and y'all didn't think black people could swim. That's why I don't believe the Nolan Wells thing. Nolan Wells was raised around white people. Oh, he know how to swim, okay? That wasn't his first rodeo, okay? Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section.